Iowa Senator Chuck Grassley, and you know my opinions on him. He needs to retire. He has been in the Senate longer than I have been alive. But anyway, Chuck Grassley has come out and said he is holding up three Treasury appointees for Donald Trump, and he's not going to allow them to have votes until he gets assurances from the administration that they are going to adhere to provisions within the one disgusting tax bill that they just passed into law earlier this year. Now, they are trying to phase out green energy, solar and wind tax credits, and there were provisions in there about when they would start and how long it would take before they would be phased out and things like that. Well, it sounds like the administration wants to change the rules on what that agreement was like. And Chuck Grassley has said, hey, I'm not going to hold up your nominees if you don't give me some guarantees that you're going to follow what we agreed to in that one disgusting tax bill. Now, of course, he didn't call it the disgusting tax bill. That's me. But anyway, he says, look, you got to follow the law that we agreed upon and do things the right way, or I'm going to hold your nominees up. And you're starting to see a little bit of pushback from Congress against the president. As the days go by and we get closer and closer toward midterm season and primary season, you're going to see even more of it as they start worrying about getting reelected. Now, here in Iowa, we have a lot of wind projects. We do have a plant here in Iowa that builds wind turbines. So getting those tax credits is a good thing for Iowa, and Chuck Grassley is actually doing his job. Now, like I said, I don't like Chuck Grassley, but I'm going to applaud this point of what he's doing, because if he is trying to at least make sure that the law is being followed in this case, it's a good thing. Doesn't excuse all of the other things he's done, but this is a good thing. Now we'll see how Donald Trump reacts, because he wants his nominees through. I've talked about in previous videos, there's like 150 nominees across the board that are not pushed through yet because they're being held up, whether it's by Democrats. In this case, it's Republicans. And Donald Trump desperately wants these positions filled, and he wants to pull out all the stops to get it done. And it's just not happening. So Chuck Grassley's saying, hey, follow what we agreed to on these tax credits, and I will vote to advance your three Treasury nominees forward. No guarantee they'll get through the Senate confirmation process anyway. But from where they're held up right now, they're not going anywhere until Chuck Grassley gives the okay.